Hello everybody. Okay, so there's a lot of people posting about how do you defeat the first Palmer. Okay, I'm gonna make a video that this video is to show you this is literally the best team you can have to beat the first Palmer. I don't care what any other YouTuber says, this is literally the best way to do it. So we're gonna push continue. Here comes the first Palmer, Palmer 21. Now, when the battle starts, you want to have the first thing you want to send out is a grass type that knows Leech Seed, preferably Venusaur or Torterra. I would pick Torterra because it has a higher defense. See, he sends out Dragonite. And so I send out my Torterra. Fight, I'm going to go down to Leech Seed, and I'm going to seed the Dragonite. See? Leech Seed takes his health. So basically the strategy, what you want to do here is you're going to get rid of the... Okay, so this is the team that I have. This is the best team to have when you're fighting Palmer. I don't care what any other YouTuber says. A grass type that knows Leech Seed. This Suicune, or this Suicune can be swapped out for Empoleon. But Empoleon is weak to Rhyperior, so that's why I always use Suicune. Suicune with the leftovers, and then you have your third Pokemon can be any Pokemon that has the Intimidate ability. Preferably one of the normal types, like Stamina or Tauros. So basically, now that he's already seeded, you're going to switch to your Pokemon that has Intimidate. It's going to cut his attack. Now that it's cut his attack, he's going to use an attack and it's not going to do as much damage. And since he's Leech Seeded, you just get that, you get a portion of that health back. Okay, and so what you want to do is from here, basically what you want to do is keep switching between Suicune and Tauros. Because Suicune has the leftovers, and then eventually his attacks will stop doing anything and then he'll run out of moves because of pressure. See, he missed again. Leech Seed. And then you keep doing this until his Dragonite is completely gone. You just keep switching between your Intimidate Pokemon and then your Water type. And then eventually the Dragonite's gone. It's not that hard. I don't know why people they make this battle seem like it's so complicated. You need all these different sets of teams. No, this is really the only team you need. Well, besides if he gets a critical hit. Well, he should be down enough to where you can use Suicune to finish him. His attack should be down enough. So what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and use Calm Mind. That way after you use Calm Mind, you can literally, if you use Calm Mind once, you can literally sweep the rest of his team with this Suicune. Like I said, if you don't feel like catching Suicune, you can use Empoleon. Because Empoleon basically resists his entire team except the Rhyperior. Which, as long as your Empoleon is faster than his Rhyperior, you just use Surf and take it out. It's really not that difficult. So I don't even know why people... See, now you use Ice Beam to get rid of the Dragonite. He sends out Rhyperior. Okay, there's the Rhyperior. You're going to use Surf now. And this is how you just wipe his entire team. With just this team only. You don't need a specific setup, specific IVs, nature. No, you don't. You just... This is literally all you need to do to defeat him. Okay, now this is a Milotic. Now, it's a water type, just like you. But... So basically what he's going to try to do now is he's going to try to use Dragon Pulse because his Hydro Pump is not going to do nothing to you. But you're just going to sit here and use Mirror Coat. You can sit here and use Mirror Coat like that, which that really didn't do much. Or you can just spam Calm Mind, because literally at this point you've basically got the game in the bag. You got the battle in the bag. There's nothing he can do to you, really. You took out his Dragonite. Rhyperior was nothing because it was slower than you, and it's 4 times weak to water. This Milotic can't really do anything to you if you keep boosting your special defense with Calm Mind. So basically that's what you want to do. You just want to sit here and spam Calm Mind. Eventually, he's going to run out of Dragon Pulses because you only get 10 Dragon Pulses, and then he'll have to switch to Hydro Pump, and then he'll run out of moves because then all he has is Recover and Hypnosis. But you just sit here and keep spamming Calm Mind. Now you're probably asking, why am I doing this, doing a water against the water instead of sending out Torterra? Well, the reason why is because if I send out Torterra, he's just going to use Hydro Pump and knock it out in one hit, because they decided that, oh, let's make a grass and ground type for some stupid reason, even though it's 4 times weak to ice and doesn't resist water, so what's the point of it being a grass type, really? So you're going to sit here and spam, because he's just going to keep using Recover over and over and over. So basically you want to get your special attack and defense as high as it'll go. And the higher you raise it, the less damage he's going to do, because all his attacks are special. So like I said, at this point, he really can't do nothing to you right now. He's going to keep trying to use Dragon Pulse, but he's probably already out of Dragon Pulses because you have the Pressure ability. A lot of people say the Pressure ability is bad, but it does come in handy in battles like this, where you want to drain their valuable moves. I realized that a move, the more powerful the move is, the less times you can use it. Like Hydro Pump, it's very powerful, because that's why you can only use it 5 times. Psychic, you can only use it 10 times because it's a base 90. But something like Razor Leaf or Tackle, you get 40 of those because it's a weaker move. But that's what I realized, is that the more powerful the move, the less times you can use it. So basically, okay, so I think we boosted our stats as high as it'll go. I don't know why they won't let us view our stats like they did in Sword and Shield. But anyways, we're just going to use, even though we're asleep, we're just going to use Surf, because, but like I said, there's nothing he can do right now. He's out of Dragon Pulses, now he's going to use Hydro Pump, which is not very effective, and look, it doesn't do nothing because we boosted our stats so high. So literally just wait till you just got to wait till I wake up and just use Surf. And Surf, even though not very effective, it should take it out in 2 hits because you raised your stats so high. But yeah, like this first Palmer, he's very easy. Like if you use this team in this setup in this order that I specifically showed you, besides the Tauros fainting because it's a critical hit, besides that, well actually, like the fact that Tauros fainted doesn't even matter, because you can't even use Tauros against Milotic or Rhyperior, so you just needed that Tauros to lower his attack, the Dragonite's attack stat, to where you can take its hits and then use the leftovers and Leech Seed to just drain its health. So that's basically the best way to take care of the Dragonite, is to keep using Intimidate and switching with your water type that has leftovers. And like I said, preferably Suicune, or if you don't have Suicune, Empoleon would do too, but just make sure your Empoleon is faster than his Rhyperior, because his Rhyperior will take you out with Earthquake. But other than that, as long as you pass Suicune or Empoleon, I think this might work with any other water type, but I've always used Suicune or Empoleon. I've never had any problems with this guy. I've always beat him. I've never lost to this guy. He's that easy. Like, I don't know why people are even searching for other videos to beat him. Look, I defeated him with a single surf. So this shows that he's not that hard. You just have to... It's going to give me my 20 battle points. Now, just to show you the team that I used, here it is. So, we got this Torterra. The Torterra, it has the expert belt, but really, it doesn't really matter what item you get him. As long as your water type has the leftovers, and then you have a Pokemon that has Intimidate, like this, it really doesn't matter what items you give your other two Pokemon. I mean, that's how simple and really easy it is to beat him. Like, it doesn't even matter what items you give your other two Pokemon. It just mainly matters if your water type has a leftovers, and then you have an Intimidate ability. And then you have a grass type that knows Leech Seed. That's really all you need. This is literally the best way to beat him. I literally beat him with no effort, no thought process with this team. So... yeah, I don't care what any other YouTuber says. This is literally the best way to beat Palmer. The 21st Palmer, at least. I don't know about the 49th one because I have never gotten to that one yet. But this is my take on it. This is, I think, the easiest take. I've seen other people's videos on how they do this, and like, I don't know why they do what they do, or why they would use this Pokemon instead of that, or that item instead of that ability instead of this ability. Like, I don't understand people's ways, but I think other people are just stupid. Like, I've seen other people teams, like, when they go against Palmer, it's like they're putting too much effort into it. I don't know why. I basically just single-handedly just wiped his entire team with just this one Suicune. So, I mean, I don't know why people think you need to do all these other things. You need to set up Swords Dance, set up this, you know. I don't know why. Like, it's not that hard. Just send out your grass type first and use Leech Seed. Send out your grass type first and you then use Leech Seed on Milotic or Dragonite. But if it sends out Rhyperior, just use a grass type move and then just knock it out, because that will just, you know, like I said, it's weak to 4 times weak to rock. I mean, 4 times weak to grass and water. So if he sends out Rhyperior first, because he can send out any Pokemon in any order. If he sends out Rhyperior first, just use your grass move and knock it out. And then whenever he sends out Dragonite or Milotic, use Leech Seed. And yes, even though Milotic is a water type, you still should use Leech Seed, because it's going to use Hydro Pump on your, like this grass type. It's a ground type, so it doesn't have a resistance to water. So he's just going to use Hydro Pump and knock this Torterra out. If not, bring it all the way down to the red health. Yeah, so especially if he sends out Milotic first, then you can't really use your Torterra to use Leech Seed on the Dragonite. So, Leech Seed, the Dragonite, and the Milotic. It doesn't matter the fact that the Milotic is a water type, just Leech Seed it. And then it's better just to use the Tauros to lower the attack of the Dragonite, and just keep switching between Tauros and Suicune, Tauros, Suicune. Eventually you'll drain his attack and his moves all the way down to nothing. And then the Leech Seed will drain all his health. It will literally reduce Palmer to basically to the nothing that he is, basically. But yeah, I don't care what any of the other YouTubers said. This is literally the best way to do it. Now, like I said, you can use another grass type as long as it knows Leech Seed. I honestly would use Venusaur or Sceptile, because I think Venusaur and Sceptile are actually faster than the Torterra. But the reason why I use Torterra is because it actually has a higher defense stat than Venusaur and Sceptile. Yeah, so basically if his Dragonite attacks you first, which he probably is, because there's not going to be a single grass type that outspeeds Dragonite. It's just not going to happen. Doesn't matter if you do get a speed boosting nature and then you do speed IVs, you're not going to get a faster faster grass type than his Dragonite. It's just not possible. So that's just my take on it. This is literally the best way to do it. Try it out. If it works, let me know. It will work. But hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. But thank you for watching.